Yo, welcome to Beyond Horizons. This is my attempt to help you navigate the AlienWorld ecosystem. This is the first episode where I will try to break down what AlienWorld is, what I believe it is, how you can interact with it, all the different parts, and what I believe could be coming in the future. If that happens or not, up to you and up to the future to tell. So this is the first episode in this series where I will try to break everything down one step at a time, everything that DAO Syndicates has been doing, the Galactic Hubs, the AlienWorld ecosystem, Dakoko, the team behind AlienWorlds. And this whole series is sponsored by the Galactic Hubs, which is Dakoko's or AlienWorld's way to fund the community to be a part of the AlienWorld ecosystem, build things, create content, and all of these things. So let's dig into the first episode. Let's start by what is AlienWorld. Some say it's just a clicker. It's no value there. There's no game. There's nothing. Some believe that there is something bigger. AlienWorld themselves call it the metaverse, whatever that actually means. But I have been part of the AlienWorld ecosystem since before the launch. So a long time ago. I am a landowner. I own lands in this game. I have been an active member since the start, and I have created content on it. I have created some visual graphics, videos that the Dakoko team has shared and everything. So I have had my fair share of Trillium. I have been spent my time in this ecosystem. So I have a large experience here. So what I believe this is might not be what you believe AlienWorld is. And I believe that it can be something bigger. A lot of things have failed on the way. We have seen promises not delivered, and we have seen a lot of things that people are disappointed about. We have seen things launched that hasn't gone as well as we all hoped, and probably not as well as Dakoko has hoped either. But okay, so far, AlienWorld, the first thing we have is the mining game. The mining game for me is the first layer. It's just a token distribution model. It's a way to get the Trillium, the token, out to more people. So you can easily go, you can have some tools, you can go and mine, you can start to earn this Trillium. Then you have layers on top where you have the syndicates where you actually can, with the Trillium you have mined, you can elect people that make decisions and have more of this Trillium get into those teams, the planets, the DAOs, and they can then take decisions. Hey, how do we believe the AlienWorld ecosystem will benefit from different actions, different proposals, ideas, and then they can distribute that Trillium towards other people in the community. And a lot of projects has been funded. A lot of teams has gotten Trillium to build things to add to the ecosystem. One of them is AlienW.com. My site has been funded a lot from the AlienWorld syndicates. So Trillium, TLM, is the game currency. It can be swapped to planet tokens for a 1-to-1. So if you have Trillium, you can swap it to the Cavian planet token, CAV, or the Nerium planet token, NER, and so forth. And then you can swap it back for 1-to-1. You can then stake that token for the planet, and that gives you some voting rights on the planet and potentially something more in the future. So we have a few ways where you can get Trillium. We have the mining game where you click and then you wait, and then you click and you get some Trillium. Then you have the Binance missions where you take your Trillium that you already got, and then you send them out on mission, you stake them for a while, and then after the mission is done, you claim, you get some extra, and you get some NFTs on the Binance Smart Chain. Then if you want to, you can buy lands. Lands earn a portion of Trillium every day. However, they updated them, so you have to boost them. You need to spend Trillium to upgrade them for them to continue get any Trillium. If you don't have upgraded your land, they are pretty much useless now. That update for me destroyed the landowners. It's horrible. But some people that keep boosting, they still get a lot of Trillium. They although have to spend a lot of this Trillium to keep boosting. So you can be part of that system. Another way that you could get Trillium before, well, there are a few promo packs still, is that AlienWorld had a promo pack where you got some random tool, and then you also got a random amount of Trillium, and it could be up to, if I remember, up to 2,000 Trillium per pack, at least over 1,000, up to 2,000, and you got some Trillium there. And then you can also participate in the AlienWorld Syndicate, where you the DAO system, where you can actually propose that you can build something for the community, and then you take that to the planets. There are different planets, and then you can say, hey, I have this idea, I want to build this. are you gonna support this? And then you, if you're lucky, if you can put forth your idea in a good way, then you might be distributed some trillium from the planet for you to be able to work on your idea. Could be that you want to create content, build a website, a tool, a service, a new game. It could be a lot of different things. So far, there has been game modes sponsored on existing games. We have seen new games being created. We have seen websites, we have seen APIs, we have seen tools, we have seen content, and a lot more things. Some of those I will go through in the future episodes of Beyond Horizon. We have the NFTs of AlienWorlds. We have a few different types of NFTs. We have the tools that you use to mine. We have the lands that the mining is happening on top. There is promises that the lands are supposed to be able to do more things in the future. So far, we haven't seen that. Then we have some profile pictures that you can set in your profile as NFTs as well. And then we have creatures and weapons, and they are supposed to be used in the PvP game called Thunderdome. However, we have been promised Thunderdome for a long time. They have kept saying, they as in Dakoko has kept saying it's coming, they are being worked on, something will come in the future. But so far we haven't seen anything. They push that they are eager to see the fighting game coming and they are waiting for that. And that was back in April 15th, 2021, which is, okay, it's 1.5 years ago. That's when they posted. They are not talking much about Thunderdome. They haven't released it. We don't know really what it's gonna be. They have some Medium post what they want it to be now, and that's not the same as they were talking about in the beginning. So we don't really know what the Thunderdome will be. If it will come, they say it will come. They say that they are working on it, but I don't believe it until I see it. And a lot of people in the community are very disappointed about this, that AlienWorld got a lot of funds because they hit the bull market very good on the NFT and the play to earn market, and they have not really utilized that in any way that the community can see. That's one of the biggest criticism against AlienWorld, and I agree. The Thunderdome, I have no idea why we don't get frequent updates. I don't know why we haven't seen the game yet. All I know is that those I ask in the Dakoko team say that that game is being worked on. What that means, I don't know if that is true, if those people actually still work for Dakoko. I don't know. They have recently fired a bunch of people. However, I am open. We will see if that happens. But yeah. They did release the AlienWorld syndicates, the DAOs. That was supposed to be released very early. It took a long time. It has been live almost 1 year now. And in that year, there has been a lot of proposals created. A proposal is something that the council, the 5 elected, they can push up. Hey, I have this idea. We have this trillium. I want to distribute this amount of trillium to this idea. And then the other candidates can say yes, no. And if that passes and is executed, then that trillium is transferred for that proposal, and that could be something where they want to create a game, a website, or whatever. And there has been over 70 million trillium distributed. There is over 1,600 proposals and 1,600 approved proposals, and that's just growing. And then we have the galactic hubs that also AlienWorld is actually launched, that is adding value by supporting different games and websites. They have supported over 13 different games, tools, and ideas. And that number is surely larger by the time that you read this, because they are actively searching for more. This series is one of them that has been granted. We have seen some indie games being granted and launched. I'm not a fan of it, but hey, at least there is more things being done. There are games that they have sponsored that is in the development right now that do look more exciting. Other type of indie games where you can use the AlienWorld assets and you can actually start to use these tools in the meantime while we wait for Thunderdome. So for me, AlienWorld, what that is so far we have seen a token distribution model. That's pretty much it. They have started to add to that ecosystem by reaching out to more exchanges. The Trillium is listed there. And then we have the Galactic Hubs that is sponsoring more things being built on top of this economic layer. We have the DAO, the syndicates, that are adding more of these things built on top of this economic layer, such as tools to better be part of the ecosystem, or games and so forth that I mentioned already, and will mention more in the future. So AlienWorld, like this economic system, is just a way for Trillium to be distributed to more people. And once it's distributed to more people, then we can start to use that for different things. And that's where so far we have been lacking content. We have not seen what is happening after. We're waiting for that Thunderdome. We're waiting for their actual game. We're waiting for a use case for the NFTs. We're waiting for a use case for Trillium. And so far what we have seen is upgrading NFTs. We can shine our tools, and shining the tools are useless. It doesn't really matter. And then we can shine some creatures, but hey, what's the purpose of that if the game is not launched? We can't really do anything with Trillium. One way they wanted to do is they wanted to make the land mandatory to boost, so it's not a passive thing. You don't just have a land and other people go and mine on that from the mining game and so forth, but you actually have to boost it. So you spend Trillium to get Trillium, and that's currently as far as we have on Trillium. And the Binance missions, but that's really not the use case for Trillium. You just lock it up for a period and you get it back, and you lock it up and get it back. And then we have the DAO system where you take Trillium, you lock it up, and then you can vote for the DAOs. You can be part of that ecosystem. I guess that's the biggest use case of Trillium, but doesn't make a lot of sense for most people to be a part of, unless you want to be actively participating in governance of the AlienWorld ecosystem, and see what, and try to steer this project. This I don't know what I should call this. It's some type of experiment to see, hey, what can we do with governance in a decentralized way, where you have this currency that actually has a value, even though the Coco says it doesn't. It has this value where they distribute it to build things and to grow the ecosystem in different ways, where some planets and some candidates say, hey, the mining game is what AlienWorld is. Everything that his planets gets should go there to mining events to get more Trillium out to those that actually mine. While other, like me, don't think that's a good idea, don't think that adds a long-term value, but I rather see something built where users can interact with it in the long term. That can be small games, events, website, tools, things that you can spend your time on, that is fun, that is where you can explore, you can spend some time and go into it. Different people want different things. But that is like what's on top of AlienWorld for me, not just the mining, the economic layer. And that's something I have been arguing for from the start. I want to see the AlienWorld assets, the Trillium, the NFTs, everything used in other games, build modes for different games, game mods. Like modding is a big part of games. And if you can add a mod where you can go into the game, and if you have this AlienWorld tool, it also unlocks something in the game. So you don't have to actually take the asset and use it in the game, because that might have some copyright. But if you have it in your inventory, then you have access to something in that game. That gives value. It gives utility for that token, even though it is something else in that game. And that NFT, perhaps it's a land, and then if you have that land, then you can also do something in one game, and then someone else builds another game, and then you are able to use that land in that game by giving access to it. And perhaps you will just be part of one game, but someone else in the other game will see, hey, I want more of the value from these assets in this game, and then they grow and they get value and utility, because what a blockchain is really just a public database that we all can trust is authentic and is honest. So by building this and then tapping into this public database that the blockchain is, we can build and add value in many layers on top. And that is really what AlienWorld set out to be from the start, releasing this ecosystem to the community. The goal of the syndicates, the DAO, is to control everything of the Trillium that is coming out. Like, we have this daily Trillium that is coming from the Federation out to the planets. Right now, 80% of that is going to mining, and 20% is going to syndicates. Well, not 20%. They took away from that and put on satellites, which we don't even know what it is, because they, hey, satellites, and then nothing. Stupid idea from the start. But we have this 80% going to mining, and then 20% is going to the syndicate, the planets. And for that, like, the initial idea of AlienWorlds is that the planet is supposed to control 100% and say, hey, mining on our planet only gets 20% of this, 80% is going to something else. And then they perhaps build a mod for another game. I don't know what it could be. It could be a Minecraft mod, it could be Ark Survival Evolved, it could be whatever type of mod game where you can mod, which is a lot of games. And then they can say, hey, 20% of the daily Trillium going there every day. And then they have another game and 20% is going there. That instead of taking 80% to the mining, the clicking, click, 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 and all the bots that are doing that, they instead take it and have it in different games and ecosystem and game modes where you can interact and get part of this token distribution in different ways. And you can use the NFTs. That is what AlienWorld is for me. And that is what it's going to be, in my opinion. Something big, something very different from what we see today, that's for sure. And I hope we get there. I don't know. A lot of people that had this vision with me, we had a big team. We had, hey, this is gonna be great. We are gonna work towards this, and all the delays and all the disappointment we have gotten when Thunderdome and all the promises that has failed to be delivered so far has killed a lot of these people that had this knowledge from the start, had this passion, they wanted to create this, they wanted to help build this. They are gone. However, there are a few of them still here, and there are new people coming that see, hey, this is pretty cool. I can be part of this internet ecosystem, and I can actually get some Trillium that can help me be able to fund this and build different cool things. I would just love to see this grow even further and have more people that share the same or a similar vision to me. And I hope that each planet in AlienWorlds get a different vision. They have a different idea. Hey, I want to take it this way. I'm a candidate on the Cavian planet, and what I want to do is I want to take it the way that I just described. That's what I believe that it should be. So the first Beyond Horizon, this video is a complement to the text. The text you can find on the AlienW website. It will be linked in the video below, and this video is on that site. So if you find it there, hey, this Beyond series, next episode, I'm gonna start to break down all the proposals that have been created from Galactic Hubs and the syndicates. And it's a lot of them. A lot of different projects has been funded with Trillium in different ways. So I will try to break that down one step at a time and not overload you, because there's so much information to take a part of. And well, it's just a lot of information. And I will try to help you break it down. I will give my opinions. And also I hope that you come reach out to me either on Twitter or X, whatever we should call it, or Telegram. I am not really on Discord, so skip that. So take Telegram or Twitter and you will be able to reach me. There will be links below. There's links on AlienW as well to find it. We have an AlienW room where we also have a bot that notifies you whenever a proposal is created on any planet, and more things will come there, like vote monitoring and election monitoring and things like that, one step at a time. So join us and discuss it, because I want to bring in your opinions in this series. I don't just want to have my opinions and my views on what is a good proposal. I also want to get your opinions and your ideas. Hey, do you want the ecosystem to do this thing? Reach out, tell me, try to share that, perhaps even with a video, or just give me a text and I can add that text in some way, and I can help to try to share things. This community member believes this is a great idea, and then I can add some arguments if I also believe it's a good idea, or I can say, I don't believe that it's a good idea. Probably I will not lift it in the video at all then. Or perhaps we can reach some developer that has some time, or some team that say, hey, I really want to do this, I want to embrace this idea, and we can get more things done from the community, get ideas out there in the community and build this. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Next Beyond Horizon will come soon, so peace.